So with the chicken shawarma, you want a flatbread underneath. So to put the chicken shawarma on and the salad and the sauces, and then roll it up with the chips in, like a kebab. Now, I think we did this on pizza night, but it's the same recipe. 2 cups of self-raising flour and 1 cup of Greek yogurt in the mixer with the dough hook for 5 minutes, and then knead a bit yourself as I showed you. And then we're just going to roll one out. I'm just going to show you how to roll one out. And instead of using flour this time, I've used a bit of oil. You don't want too much, otherwise everything will slide around and none of it will particularly roll thinly. But this is what you want, is a nice thin as you can, and round, very similar, exactly the same actually as the pizza night. And then the difference is that I'm going to put this on the agar top, and if you don't have an agar, you just put it on a griddle pan, and it will have the same effect, or even just a frying pan. But get it nice and hot. Right, there we are, nice and thin, and just put it straight on to there and wait for it. Now this is one, a small one admittedly, that I did earlier. And obviously they'll be bigger for the chicken, but this is just something I wanted to show you also to do another little delicious Lebanese thing, which is called a minouche. And we used to have minouche. This is actually mozzarella, and it's a similar sort of cheese that they use. And if you just put a bit of that onto the flatbread, you wouldn't actually, in a sort of pizza oven, you wouldn't need to cook the flatbread first, but I've just done it in case it's soggy. And then the other thing is to put a bit of za'atar. You can buy za'atar, actually you can get it online, or you can have it in some shops as well. I think actually I saw it in Tesco's the other day. Mixed za'atar, which comes in a sort of powder. It's basically thyme, a Lebanese type thyme. And ooh, that looks like it needs flipping. There you go. So see, that's nice, isn't it? And then za'atar, sort of sesame, thyme, and then if you mix it with a little bit of olive oil and then put it onto the bread and then stick it into the oven for the cheese to melt, not for very long, you will have a minouche, which my kids used to love. They have them for breakfast in Lebanon. It's a great treat. Okay, and just while the chicken is cooking, I thought I'd show you another delicious little Lebanese breakfast treat. So you take your flatbread, put a bit of Greek yogurt on, maybe a bit more than that, and then put olives, lovely, a few olives, like that, some mint, a few mint leaves, that's right, and then some cucumber, and a couple of slices of tomato, and then roll it up, and that is a really tasty breakfast.